Every year there are thousands of people that pay and travels to other places to get scared in Halloween. We bet you've searched for the best terrifying thrills of the year. While some of us are okay with a haunted house or a horror movie marathon, there are others that get a little bit more creative. Believe it or not, some people pay a lot of money to make a spooky tour around old and abandoned funeral homes. We're not so sure of what they're trying to achieve with these horrifying trips. Maybe to get in touch with the beyond or to have a terrific story to tell their grandkids. This is precisely what R. Willie, a very well-known YouTuber, did in an abandoned funeral home in the town of Bessemer, Alabama. Memorial Mound, which sits southwest of Birmingham, Alabama, was founded in 1992 by Clyde Booth, who had great dreams to create a respectful burial place that mimicked ancient burial sites, such as the catacombs of Paris and Rome. The idea of Booth was to create this type of burial place with only good in thoughts, because what they had ended up having was a spooky place that had a horrible and dark room where all the caskets laid in unsteady columns. It was so unsafe that the family members were encouraged not to enter the room and leave flowers outside on a computer screen showing their loved one. At first, the building seemed like any other abandoned building, but what this YouTuber found inside cannot be called ordinary. Memorial Mound closed back in 2003, and no one knows exactly who the owner is. After Booth died in 2009 of a heart attack, the place has just been abandoned, and it does not seem that anyone has any intentions of reopening it or restoring it. That's why all things just laid there, like everyone that worked on the premises just disappeared one day. R. Willie came across one room that was full of caskets, all opened, and he also stumbled upon some chemicals that the morticians evidently used for the bodies. But that wasn't all. He also found another room that had a wide variety of coffins, like they were all telling a story of the people that laid inside them. When R. Willie entered the second room he found, he realized that he had made a mistake going in there. The coffins were hanging at random and metallic structures. You're probably saying, well, if it were me, I'd run out of there as fast as my legs let me. But R. Willie was in all the way. There was no turning back, so he started checking each one of the coffins, inside and out. He checked the first one and found nothing, then the second one and nothing still. It wasn't until after he checked the third one that he found what, until this day, gives him the chills. There were the bones of a person just lying there, a full-sized adult skeleton waiting for someone to find it. In total, 7 adults and 1 infant were found in the building. The most incredible part is that the families of these bodies were not aware of the state of the burial place where their loved ones laid, and it was a complete shock for them to find out the actual state of the premises. Another weird fact, it seemed like this YouTuber was not the first person to come to the place. The caskets were all opened and one of the bodies was missing its head. I thought the picture of the body was a hoax, but there it was, casket wide open on the bottom shelf. I had already seen all I needed to see, so I took the shot and we dipped out. It's unsettling, said R. Willie while talking about his venture in the creepy crypt. Looking up, you could see the other caskets and you could see bodies rotting through them. You can see some liquid or something like that coming through it. In a couple of years from now, those bodies are just going to fall out and it just hit the ground. It's like 30 feet up in the air. Something has to be done. I mean, this is too much. Beulah Cole, a neighbor of the premises, said that she was shocked when she found out that some bodies remained there. Every once in a while, when the wind blew a little bit, I could smell a smell, but then, as I say, I thought it was probably from somewhere else. I didn't think it was coming from across the street. Now I do, she said. Flyers for the burial ground were also strewn about the place, in which they advertised the facility, priced between $1,500 and $1,800, depending on the casket and floor level. The news shook the people from the town for a few months after the discovery, and the bodies were recovered by their families and laid to rest in different burial places. Are you ready to do something like this in Halloween? Better stay home.